Good evening and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I will be showing you how I created this NBA Youngboy design in Canva. I will have a link to my Etsy store in the description box. Today you can get this image for 50% off, so go hop on that. A little disclaimer, I make most of my designs, I make them in real time. So I had to go back and remember, okay, where did I do this? What did I use for this and things like that. So you'll just stay with me, bear with me. I have a lot in store for y'all and my tutorials are going to get better and better and better. So if you're here with me now, you are here from the start. First is I go to Google, I type in whatever celebrity I'm doing, or if you're doing birthday shirts or anniversaries, whatever the images are, you want to get good high resolution images. So I go to images on Google and I just look them up. Here I'm just looking at different images of NBA Youngboy, and I'm going to pull out about 4 to 5 different images. I'm looking for ones that pop and really can make the shirt stand out. I want to show his personality. I want it to be really good images. And some of you know, some of you don't, but I do have a 10-month-old baby as of today. So she sometimes messes with things while I'm working. Okay, just wanted to let you guys know that. Anyway, you get your images and you're going to save them to your computer. Make sure to name them, like add something in the design, in the name, so that you know you keep everything organized. You want to put it in folders and so if someone says, I want that image, but I want it with this one, or you're able to really go straight to your images and get them. Now, when you get into Canva, you're going to click Uploads, and then you're going to click Upload Files. And you're just going to load up all your images. So while your images are loading, you're not going to be able to remove the background or edit them or do anything with them. So while they're loading, move on to Elements, and you're going to go into Elements, and there are so many different backgrounds that you can use. Basically, I print on DTF. I do sublimation as well. So I like a big, thick background. So I will go into my elements. I'll type in brush splash frame, and I'll look through, but mine is already up there. So I'll just click one that can cover that background that I'm looking for. You can pick whatever background image that you use or that you would like to use. The most important thing is to just have something that's your basic background. Not too much, because you're going to add so much on top of that background. So I'm going to kind of trim this one down a little bit because I really just need a good space of it. And I'm going to speed this up for the sake of time. But right here, you can see where I'm playing around with it. You can change the color of the images. You can turn them, tilt them, whatever you want to do. Next, I'll start with editing my images that I'm going to put on top of that background. So you want to remove the background from the image. You want to trim it down and get it as close in that box as you can so you can maneuver it around. And I'm going to place my images where I want them to be. I'm just looking at this one to try to figure out, like, how do I like it? Just just really working with the image. You can flip the image to change it, and I liked it the way that that looked, with him facing that side. And so I'm just going to do the same thing with all of the rest of the images. One reason why I decided to start doing tutorials is because when I first started, I YouTube was my best friend. So trying to help my community that I'm building on TikTok and Facebook, whether you came here from either one of those platforms or Instagram, I want you guys to know that I'm here for questions. I don't mind answering questions. I love to say I do not gatekeep. So just if it's something that I can help with, I will. And if I can, we can learn together. So just keep that in mind. I also participate in Freebie Fridays. I'll have a link to my Facebook page where those will be posted. And just let's build a community together. I want to support you guys in any way that I can. And I am asking for support as well. Paint splatters. So you'll type in the element white paint splatter or black paint splatter, whatever color that you want to do. Be mindful that if you're printing on a white shirt, you want to use black or a different color. If you're printing on a black shirt, you don't want to use black. So I play around with the colors a lot. I show you there how you can bring certain design elements to the back of the image, how you can move those around as different types of ways and tricks that you can use on Canva to do that. That there is the white paint. I show you how you can change the color. You go to dual tone in effect, y'all, like make them really pretty. Be mindful. I print on DTF. So certain like where they have the lightning, it doesn't look good to me when it prints on DTF. Now, sublimation, yes, but certain elements don't show up as well on DTF. So you want to keep that in mind when you are creating your images. Here where I outline the images, you can make them glow, you can make them just pop, make them stand out more with some type of an outline around each image. Now we're going to move on to the text that says NBA Youngboy. You just click any text. I did the add a heading and I changed the font to Kapar, whatever that is. And I made it gray. I typed in the name and then I go to effects and I added in the offset at 100, directional 9, blur 100, and transparency 100 on the shadow effect. And so that just gives it that soft glow. But I'm going to then, once I get it, oh, I'm showing you there where you can slide it or you can just type it in. I prefer to type it in, but you do whatever works for you. I'll show you here with 9 why I'd rather just type whatever number I'm looking for. But if I don't know and I'm trying to figure it out, I'll use the sliding scale. But trying to catch it at 9, look, typed in 9, and that's what I'm going for. So then at this point, I'm going to duplicate that image and I'm gonna set it right on top. Okay, so I'm showing you where they're the exact same image at this point. But I'm going to go back to effects and then I'm going to change it from a shadow. I'm moving pretty slow. I might speed this part up. I'm into an outline. So we're going to change it to an outline. And then I'm going to place that image on top of the other NBA Youngboy image. But I'm showing you right there how you can increase the thickness and everything. I believe on this one I ended up stopping at a 50% thickness. And I sit it on top. Now I'm going to change the font size. Oh, well, I don't know what happened to that part, but I changed the size of the font and then I ended up copying and pasting it on top of my main image. And then I show you here where I got the red glow star and I put it on there. Now we're moving on to the name, 38 Baby. So at this point, you guys can make it whatever you want, however you want to design your name, images, whatever you want to do. But I play around with a lot of different text designs. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with y'all. I actually don't remember. I went through so much. It was either the text maker that I made the design with, or I texted, added all type of stuff, or I did a frame. It is so many different ways that I said I would do another tutorial on different texts. So if you stay to the end of this video, thank you so very much. Make sure you guys like and subscribe so that I can continue to push out more content like this. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section. And everyone have a blessed, prosperous day on purpose. I am the Queen Tink. Please follow me on all platforms. Goodbye.